Assalamualaikum and hi to my lecturer. Today I'm going to present about my industrial training at Panasonic, or I can say is Panasonic air conditioner. So my name is Muhammad Haziq bin Azman and I'm from DEM, or Engineering Mechatronic course, faculty mechanical. So basically we all know that my Panasonic is a Japanese company, and this is the few background from my company. Okay, so basically Papa Mai has two in Malaysia. One is Papa Mai 1 and one is Papa Mai 2. So I work at Papa Mai 2, and Papa Mai 2 is basically just produce compressor aircon. So as you can see, this is a basic business of Faisal Sofi by Papa Mai 2. Recognizing the responsibility as industrial, we will devote ourselves to the progress and development of society and the well-being of people through our business activity. Trabe is enhancing the equality of life through the world. So Papa Mai 2 is established on 1987, manufactured compressor, and Papa Red My 2 established on 1997, R&D for compressor. So founder profile. His first established company is Matsushita Electric Industrial Corporation on March 7, 1918 in Osaka, Japan. Named the late Tan Sri Konoseki Matsushita. Sibling, youngest of 8, education until 9 years old. So basically, and he motivate himself to do this is no matter what difficulty a company face, its goal can eventually be realized if management and workers strive with concerted and diligent effort toward those goals. By late Tan Sri Konoseki Matsushita. Okay, next. I'm going to about company profile. So the nature job manufacturing of air conditioner compressor, and R&D, research and development for air conditioner and compressor. So basically, as you can see, this is the factory that I work, the image. So the location of this factory is at number 17 Jalan Puchong, Taman Perindustrian Subang Utama, section 22 at Shah Alam. So this factory produce compressor product series. There is 6 series that been produced. First is J series, second is K series, third is P series, fourth is RDC series, and fifth the low temperature, and the last one is new model G series. So this is compressor is produced at Panasonic. So next, this is organization chart. The first director is Mr. Jason Tang, general manager by Selvarajan, and senior manager is by Hisham Aman, and the manager is Muhammad Ibrahim. So the executive have to Uthman Maidin or Mr. Zulkifli, and other executive and Saukiri, foreman Aznam, Mr. Aznam. Internship student is Muhammad Haziq bin Azman. So this is the safety attire that my company give. So basically we all need to go to work and need to wear this thing, so no danger that could be happen, at least we can avoid it. So for male, this is the attire that need to use. We need to wear a cap for safety, and we need to use earbud, but earbud is actually for place that really have a heavy noise or a loud noise, but for my place of work is no need to use earbud because there's not a lot of noise. So next, we need to use gloves so that nothing ever happen to our hand and avoid it from happen any danger. So we need to use sport shoe, not sport shoe, I'm sorry, we need to use safety shoe, so if something drop or something fall at our feet, there's nothing going to happen. And if the floor is being oiled or been oiled, our safety shoe will not be so easily to fall us. Okay, this is one of the serious product pump that we produce. So you can see here, this pump and the high pressure and low pressure take from the pump. And first, the starter generate electromagnetic field. Second, the rotor rolls the piston. And third, compress the refrigerator inside cylinder chamber. Okay, next. So this is the compressor assembly for floor layout. So actually I work around here, and each line have their target, or I can say target product output and cycle time each line have. So yeah, I forgot to explain. At compressor assembly floor, this is 4 line, which is M1, M2, M4 and M5. Each line produce different series of pump or compressor. Okay, next. Okay, this is the process of M4 line, which I usually work at M4 line. And the first is HS machine number 1, second HS machine number 2, HS machine number 1 and number 2. The difference is usually HS machine number 1 is to matching the upper bearing, HS machine number 2 is to matching the lower bearing. Okay, next is the T matching. The T matching is for the piston and shaft to match it. So if it's fit, it's good, and no dented, it can be used. Okay, next is the upper and lower bearing bolt preparation. Okay, the upper bearing and lower preparation is the up for someone to work to put the upper bearing at the cylinder that been matching at HS matching. Okay, next is upper bearing centering. Upper bearing centering is for the tightening the bolt that been prepared by preparation before this. So the upper bearing centering is for centered the bolt and to tightening the bolt using the machine, and to check if it can spin or rotate well in the same as lower bearing centering. And next is stamping. Stamping is like to name the pump. Stamping mean date, shift, and this model pump that been produced. Okay, next is sub-assemble. Sub-assemble is for matching. Take the matching the parts for matching and assemble it and put it in another basket for the oily lower bearing and cylinder plate. So oily lower bearing is to put an oil at the lower bearing or the cylinder plate. And next is total centering. Total centering is actually for tightening the cylinder plate or the lower bearing. And next is the revolution. Revolution is the last process because it check the pump is can be worked or it is out means it has damage at any parts or anything. Okay, next, this is the pump that been made at Mecca, that section that I work. Okay, this is the part at Mecca section. So the first we got the vane and cylinder, piston, shaft, lower bearing and upper bearing. Okay, so basically this is the part that need to be assembled at Mecca and need to be matching at Mecca. Next, this is the process learning that I've been work some of it at Mecca line. And the first picture is to check if the shaft have dented. So usually if the shaft has dented, we cannot use it because it going to out the product or broke the product. Okay, next is upper bearing centering. As it use a machine and to center or to tightening the upper bearing. Okay, next is cylinder plate tightening, which is or called by total centering. So the total centering is to tightening it with socket and the machine. So usually we use socket because need to make sure if the bolt is really tight or not. So the tight of the bolt need to what I can say, need to use the torque that been given. Each product, each pump have a different torque of tighten the screw. Okay, this is the improvement idea section, which is or I suggest. So actually this is what happened to me. Fingers scratched during the process, so it has like scratch that it hurts a little bit. And what I can say is if they give us this use thumb guard to avoid finger scratch, is really going to be helpful. Next, this is the working culture and environment at Panasonic. First, the punctuality. We need to start work at 8:05 minutes. So before that, there are a lot of like singing the company song and exercise. And next, teamwork. Teamwork is really important at this company so that we can work well in what we produce. And hardworking, because we need to have hard work, because we need to produce a good quality product that we give output and concentration. Yeah, basically we do this, we need to really concentrate because we cannot miss any dented parts or broken parts. so we need to concentrate a lot and don't just do it. Okay, next is recommendation for institute or morning assembly to give short brief for or any motivational speech. Basically, this is one of the usually doing process at my company before we start work, and use thumbprint system for attendance. This is very punctuality, so we can know the person or the come late or not. Use cashless payment in collecting. This is suggested by me because now during COVID-19 pandemic, we can't avoid anything that can happen by contacting, right? So use cashless is really helpful. Okay, next, the conclusion. I got to learn about this work field that I never been worked before this at industrial, so we need to really being hard work. And the second that I can say is manage time properly, because each time that we've been given need to be managed, because rest time, work time, so we not late for anything. So the communication with other members, like I said before this, teamwork is really important, because we can know what to do, and if we don't know, like as a trainer, if we don't know something, we just need to ask, because we can't afford to get wrong, because we need to produce a good quality product. And safety is so important. Yes, safety is important because we can get injured like seriously if we don't follow the safety rules or safety attire. This is the certificate that I get for internship at Panasonic Papa My air conditioning group. So they gave me a certificate that is really good and meaningful for me. Okay, that's all for me in this presentation for today, and I hope everything is going to be fine, and I'm sorry for not being well at present. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you have a nice day. Thank you.